Hi there. It's so great to be here with a lady that I've become very fond of. This is Kim Nicol from Workplace Leadership Solutions. We've been working together for on and off over the last 2 years, and it's been quite a journey, hasn't it, Kim?
Yes, it certainly has.
Amazing, amazing. So, can you tell the viewer what is it that you do now? Like, obviously, because it's a mix between where you transition from before to what you do now, but what is it that you do now?
Well, now I specialize in management and leadership training to enable business owners to manage conflict in the workplace so that they can go on and achieve their goals.
Wow. Okay. So it's very, so it's, and that's evolved from you being a business lawyer. Yeah.
Yes, that's right. I saw all the harm and personal upset that litigation causes
Mm,
people. And I knew that there had to be a way of avoiding the conflict that comes with litigation.
right.
And so that's what my focus was, trying to find a way of helping people, business owners particularly, avoid that horrible, horrible situation where they
Mm,
have to go to tribunal, be witnesses, explain their actions in a very confrontational situation.
wow. Wow. Now you've put it that way, it's just made me realize how full on it is to go through a court case.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's no
Yeah.
winners. There's no winners in court cases. There's
Mm,
just people who are, you know, angry, upset, in some
mm,
cases broken by the system.
wow. Wow. Amazing. And so now to guide your mission is to guide people away from that as much as possible. Great. And we'll talk about how you do that towards the end of this. So what was your life like before we started working together? Like what were you dealing with?
I was just dealing with more and more conflict, claims that were very depressing in a way, very frustrating, when I could see that there were things that people could have done to avoid
Mm,
ending up where they were. And I was constantly in tribunal hearings,
right.
um, defending companies, um, and trying to find solutions for people,
Mm,
but where the situation had gone so far that it was often very difficult
mm,
and and left a bitter taste in the business owner's mouth. You know, it was just
mm.
very frustrating for them.
And but what impact was that having on you and your life?
Well, I don't think I realized it at the time, and that's something you helped me see, is just how stressful every day
Mm,
was. There was everybody I spoke to was at crisis point pretty much, very worried, very nervous, scared. And it had a huge impact on how I felt. I got up and didn't relish the thought of going through another day dealing with all those sorts of issues.
mm. So how did you wake up feeling about your days?
Um, a bit nervous, a bit, it was just a bit not really depressed, but not at all enthusiastic
Mm,
for the day and what it would bring.
yeah, got it.
Um, Worried for the individuals I was talking to, knowing what they were going to have to go through, how angry they were. So I was dealing with a lot of conflict
Mm,
from my clients and from the lawyers on the other side of these cases. You know that it's a combative situation
yeah, yeah.
and not a great deal of fun.
So did you feel like in some ways you were kind of stuck in almost you had your own business, but you were stuck in your own business as such?
Yes, I was stuck doing what I was doing, and I couldn't see how I could use the skills and the knowledge that I had developed over a long time,
Mm,
but use it in a different way.
I'm
So,
with you.
yeah.
How long had you been in law?
I've been in law over 25 years now.
Wow. Okay. Okay. So even after 25 years, having got to, a respectable status, because you've built up a great name for yourself, you've become very trustworthy, trusted and relied upon to help all sorts of people through their business legal challenges.
Yeah.
And even after 25 years, you found yourself, yeah, as you say, in this position where you were kind of stuck in it and you couldn't see a way beyond that, a way out. And I know
Yeah.
a lot of business owners have that experience. They build something up and then they just ends up not being what they wanted. Like they don't get to travel or live anywhere like this, So did you, as you were saying, you weren't really aware of the level of dissatisfaction that you had with your work. Were you looking for a solution at the time?
Yes, I was. And I'm sure that's why, when you spoke, it resonated with me that here was somebody who understood where I was at that particular time. So yes, I was definitely looking for a change in direction. And I wasn't sure whether that would be a complete closing one business, saying goodbye to that and starting something else.
Yeah.
Or if there was something that it could evolve. And I didn't know that at the time.
Yeah, got it. So tell us, how did we first meet? How did you first find out about me?
I was at a networking event with a friend, and you gave a 20-minute, maybe even less, presentation.
Yeah, I think it was 20 minutes. Yeah.
And my friend had already seen you at a previous event where I wasn't there. And she said that she'd found you very interesting. So we watched your event, and at the end of it, you offered a complimentary session for, I think it was three or five people, and I think I was the first one.
Yeah, great. I remember that. I do remember that. And so we then had that first conversation, and it was in the Grand Hotel in Brighton.
It was, yeah.
Bringing back memories now, doesn't it? What was your experience in that first conversation?
It was very powerful. I think it was the first time I'd felt listened to properly as a, I mean, in my role, I'm supposed to have all the answers. And so it was really good to put my challenges out there on the table, but have you really listen to them and really get them and understand them. And we began that process of finding solutions.
Yeah, great.
The way forward.
Did you have an experience in that first conversation with me that I just wanted to, guide you, just help you out, regardless of whether you work with me or not?
Oh yes, yeah. There was no pressure in that sense. Yes, it was just a good. I think we had a good hour together, and you offered advice, helped me realize listen to what I was saying. Well. It was quite key.
Because I remember we went through, quite a deep experience in that first session, and it gave you, some useful insights. But what was it that made you interested to want to work with me specifically?
I think I felt that you were someone that had life experience of the challenges and the things that I was facing. Although we're in different worlds, you still totally understood the problem. And I think you helped me have a vision of what the future could be like. And that was very powerful.
Got it. So I guess in an experience where you feel like you're stuck and you can't see a way out, to just have a conversation that opens up a new future that you can then access is quite something, I guess.
Yes. And it was just the right timing. I was ready to almost listen to myself and hear that message. I think you sort of held a mirror up and showed me, what I could become, how life could change and be much better than it was.
Wow. Wow. Got it. So what areas of your life have improved since we've been working together?
I think pretty much every area. I mean, we looked at general health, wealth. Obviously, I'm better off now. I'm earning decent money.
So,
Um,
so take it from the top, if you don't mind. Your health. How was your health before, and how is it different now?
I was much more lazy,
Mm,
sluggish. Um, I didn't really do much exercise, overeating. Yeah, and it was just a transformation, really, of just thinking about that and just thinking about small steps that I could take
mm-hmm.
3 or 4 times a week to really address that and eat healthier, exercise more, and become more sort of more full of life, more vibrant, more enthusiastic for everything, which
Nice.
health brings, I think.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously the viewer doesn't know, of you from before now, but you look radiant. You look full of life. Would you say that you feel healthy?
Yes, definitely
Wow,
calmer. I've used meditation now regularly, so I'm
amazing,
calmer, more in control, and yeah, generally much more healthy.
brilliant, brilliant. And then you were saying, so how has your business improved?
Yeah, the business, it's it's still a bit of a struggle at times, because I'm balancing two sides of myself, I suppose. But when I'm focusing on the management and leadership training, that the thing I love, that's really exciting, and I'm full of enthusiasm for that. And I'm learning how to delegate the other parts of my world, my work world, that aren't so rewarding for me. And it's
Wow.
making those choices is really empowering.
So you've also increased your basic rate, didn't you?
Yes, put my fees up, which worked very well.
Nearly a third more, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think I'd done that in about 5 years, so that was quite a brave step to take, but it's worked very well.
So you went up with your fees by like 30 odd percent, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
And then at the same time, the work that you didn't enjoy, you started delegating that out.
Yeah, which meant that I had more time to work on the things I did enjoy and
Okay. So
develop my business.
how much is it costing you per hour to have those things done that you don't enjoy?
Between about 20 and 40 pounds an hour, I'd say.
Okay. And so now you're charging 150 an hour.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden you're making like 110 pounds an hour more,
Yeah.
or well, you're making 110 pounds an hour whilst not doing any of that work any longer.
Yes.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
And then that's obviously giving you time, I guess, to focus on what you really want to focus on.
Yes, it's far more efficient in terms
Mm,
of the legal work I do, um, and it gives me time to focus on the people side of that I was so frustrated with before, so
mm,
that I can really help people, rather than but get tied up in documents and statements and that side of things. I can really be listening and helping people find ways of getting themselves out of whatever situation they're in,
mm,
but more importantly, in a way, not ending up there again, which
mm,
is the real focus and the real, way that they gain from the whole experience and gain something positive from it, rather than it just being a negative, horrible experience that they want to forget about.
wow, wow. And the kind of leadership work, is it something that you'd wanted to be able to do for a while, to offer for a while?
Yes, I don't think I'd understood and named it as such,
Mm,
but the essence of it was definitely something I wanted to do, and probably actually why I went into law in the first place all those
yeah.
years ago.
Interesting. So what was it that enabled you to transition into start offering leadership solutions? What was the specific kind of insights that you gained?
I think it was realizing through talking to you that that was what I was already doing to a certain extent, and that that was what I enjoyed doing, and that giving me the confidence to know that that was possible, that I was already on that journey. I just hadn't recognized it for myself.
Mm.
So yes, that gave me the courage, if you like, the momentum to take it forward.
Wow. Wow. So how do you feel now when you wake up each day?
Yeah, I've got lots to do. It's a busy life, but I know I've got time to do the things I really want to do and make a difference and grow that side of the business. I know that the things I don't want to do, either I just need to get on and get them done as quickly and efficiently as possible, or I can delegate them if that's possible. So the day is much more structured, I'd say. I
Yeah.
think you've helped with that, and more focused on what I want to get out of that particular day or that week or that month.
Nice. Nice. So what I'm getting from you is that before, as kind of circumstances happened, you'd almost find yourself having to react, firefight, put those things out. But now you're much more in sort of in choice. You can choose what you want to focus on. You're choosing what you want to create, how you want your business to be, and then you're taking those actions to then do that. Is that right?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. Wow. That's quite a journey. It's quite a journey.
Yeah.
So going forward, what do you see is possible for you in your life now?
I think if I continue in the direction that we have discussed and planned, if you like, then I can have a life that is much more enjoyable in all sorts of ways. I won't need to work as hard. I can be in a beautiful location as you are. And
Nice. So you mean you can now see yourself having your business fully online?
Yes, I think with lockdown that's helped as well, because
Yeah, of
it's
course.
helped everybody move forward.
Yeah.
And you talked about this years ago when we first met, about doing things online and being more creative online. And yes, I see that working really, really well.
Wow.
And you can have as deep a conversation with somebody online as you can in person.
Yeah, great. So would you say now that you are able to go away for a month if you had a good Wi-Fi connection?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow, a whole month.
Yeah.
Do you think you could go away for 3 months?
Yeah.
Do you think
Yes.
you could just move abroad now to your dream location?
Yes, I think I could if I wanted
Wow.
to.
Wow, I never thought of that really, and that puts into perspective just how far you've come, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
If I'd have said to you, like even just a year ago, you'll be able to just move and live wherever you want, would you have believed it was possible?
No, I wouldn't have. There's so many things I felt I needed to be here for.
Yeah.
But now I think it's still a transition, and it's not
Yeah,
quite there yet. But I
of
think
course.
in a year's time, I could see I could work anywhere pretty much, as long
Yeah.
as you say, there's good Wi-Fi connection.
Yeah. Yeah, of
That's all
course.
I need.
Yeah, which is exactly what I've created. This is where I live in the south of Spain, and all I needed was a good Wi-Fi connection, and I just chose where I wanted to be, and there you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's beautiful.
Yeah, no, thank you. No, yeah, it's wonderful living here. It really is really great. So would you recommend others to work with me?
Oh, definitely. Yes. I think if they're ready and in the right place, then, I'm willing to listen and put the work in, because and face some home truths, I suppose. Then the sky's the limit. Yeah.
Great.
You can help people realize their dreams, I'd say.
Got it. Thank you. What would you say to somebody who maybe has had a conversation with me or knows about what I do and is on the fence and not quite sure as to whether they should go for it or not?
I'd say look hard within yourself as to why that is, because you're offering a great opportunity and really consider the reasons why you're not willing to take that leap of faith, and work with you, because there's no pressure. You can go at your own pace. There are challenges, which is what we all need to be challenged, but you're also hugely supportive and full of great ideas and enthusiasm. and you're very good at keeping people on track, I think, to bring them back to what their vision is and what they really want to achieve. So definitely go for it.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so what's your number one piece of advice that you would give to somebody who is kind of stuck in their business right now? Like, they're like you, they want to have their own business that's all online, be able to impact the lives of others in a great way, but they're kind of stuck in a business that isn't giving them that freedom or that space to be able to focus in that way. What advice would you give them?
That's a difficult one. I think I would say that you need to step back, emotionally, intellectually, from your business and really think about what it is that is missing. I think that would be the first thing to do, to start really thinking about why it's not as rewarding as you think it can be or you'd like it to be. And then begin to think about what that vision looks like, what it is that you really want to achieve. Because time's ticking. If you don't start now working towards what you really want, you'll always be stuck with second best.
Yeah, wow, there's a powerful message. Unless you take action, today, do something towards that, then you're just going to end up second best. You're going to end up stuck continually experiencing the same circumstances that you are now, I guess.
Yeah, and even small steps, it doesn't need to be anything groundbreaking. It can be small, regular steps that you take, day in, day out.
Do you think that if somebody is stuck, in that position, that working with a coach or a mentor can help?
Yes, I wouldn't have got half as far as I have without you helping me, because there are times when you get lost. You end up drifting backwards, doing the things that you've always done because it's habit, and you need to be, I think, challenged, motivated, reminded to take those steps, and that they are important and that they are leading you somewhere. So yeah, definitely a coach or a mentor is hugely valuable to keep you on track.
So what would you say with your investment into this coaching with me? Has it been worth your return on investment?
Yes, definitely in so many ways. I mean, purely from a business point of view, the fact that I have restructured and looked at how I bill, how I charge people, that side of it hugely, but also, my confidence, I think that's been invaluable, because that comes, that filters through in every area of life, not just work.
Yeah, wow.
Having the confidence and the faith in myself, my abilities, recognizing the talents and skills I do have, that goes far beyond just running a successful business.
Wow, it's inspiring. It's really lovely to have had the opportunity to share this journey with you, Kim. It's really, really been wonderful. Yeah, great. So if somebody's interested to find out about you and your leadership solutions, where can they find you?
My website, which is still being developed, but
What's your website?
It's Kim, KIMNICOL, Kim Nicol, .uk.
KimNicol.uk.
.uk.
Great, fantastic. Or they can also find you on LinkedIn, right? They just search Kim Nicol. Yeah,
I'm on LinkedIn.
Yeah, amazing. Kim, thank you so much You know, it's been really, really wonderful. And I feel like with you that I'm in a cinema in the front seat with a big box of popcorn watching this amazing story unfold. And I'm really excited to see you grow and to see you ever succeed. And I look forward to meeting you up for a nice drink somewhere hot and sunny to celebrate you having moved abroad to that sunny place.
Absolutely. A year's time down, I think, a year's time.
Brilliant. Thanks so much, Kim.
You're welcome.
Cheers.
Thank
Bye.
you, Dan.